Hey everybody, thanks for checking out my video. As the title indicates, this is my attempt to blow up Desolo. I chose Desolo because it's the smallest of all the moons, but it was kind of a long, weird journey to get here. But what I tried to do that in creative mode that made the most sense was I went east to west around the planet and I laid down a line of beacons. And then under those beacons, I started to tunnel. And I tried to stay at the same depth, the whole way, which obviously is sort of an imperfect science. But every so often, I would bore up through to the surface and put a beacon down, and then I started filling in the tunnel with dynamite, every square foot, all the way through. I did that for the whole circumference of the planet, going east to west, and as I reached each beacon as kind of a mile marker, I turned it red so I would know where I started and where I had left off. They were all turning from blue to red. So once I reached east to west, I was going to try to do north to south afterwards, but I realized that I had already put in something like 5 hours of just doing nothing but duplicating dynamite. Part of our past experience has been that when you pile up explosives, a lot of the explosive force goes downward instead of upward. So I felt that maybe it might be prudent to kind of lay just a single layer of explosives along the same line as those beacons that might help kind of crack open the surface of the planet. I'm probably thinking far too deeply into this, but I really wanted something cool to happen. So I ran a line all the way around the planet. And then there's some places where you're going to see where I've added soil, like right here, and that's because maybe the surface was too thin underneath. So rather than try to dig down further, I just covered it and figured that might help with some of the explosive force, when everything finally went off. I don't even want to guess how many bundles of dynamite I dropped. I damn near wore out my energy, just filling the one tunnel that I did make. Once I realized that I wasn't going to go north and south as well, there were a couple of places that had, a nice deep crater, sort of as an offshoot. I just went over and started dropping dynamite and hydrogen containers down into the hole, just as kind of an additional blast. I figured maybe if the explosion went far enough and set this off, that it would be an additional bonus kind of explosion. And I stood over this hole and dropped hydrogen in for something like 5 minutes straight. I mean, there was a lot. And I was trying to be mindful of the lag issues, which is something that we discovered in some of our earlier experiments, which, by the way, I've made very short versions of and linked at added to the end of this video. So if you want to see how we got to this point, like the evolution of our carnage, check it out. It's only, I don't know, 5-6 minutes long maybe, but there's a bunch of shit that gets blown up in it. But I digress. What we discovered was that when you make vast piles of those items, they all move around and clank together, and it creates a lot of performance issues for the game. You get a lot of frame rate drops. So I discovered that if you save after you put down a whole bunch of stuff, I don't know if it seats things in place or what it does, makes them permanent, but it helps a bit to mitigate the performance issues with the game. So I would lay down a bunch of dynamite, do a save, and then continue. And maybe that, and the fact that you're not visually looking at all the items because they're buried in a tunnel, maybe that helps too with the way that the game renders everything. But nonetheless, as you can see from the load screen, when I saved, it took a long time to load the game back in, probably due to the amount of all the objects that I've dropped. So with that kind of being said, you'll see what happens when I try to detonate this. There's a couple of technical issues where I end up having to do it several times, but in any case, it's still a lot of fun to watch. So thanks for checking it out and enjoy. Oh my. Did I crash the game? I did. The fucking game crashed. What do we got? What do we got? Did it go back to a previous save? It did. Well, I want to blow some shit up. Maybe if I go to a spot that's not as busy? Is that a better way of putting it? And maybe I can detonate it from here. And rather than shoot up into the sky to see what it looks like, I'll just hang out here and see what happens. Alright, here we go. Oh, wrong fucking key. Alright, attempt number 2. Fuck, game crashed again. Alright, so I launched it again, and I got to see a little more explosion before the game crashed. It seems like when the audio cuts out, that's when your shit really crashes for good. So I'm trying to find a spot that it's not too visually taxing to see if I can get through this explosion without the game crashing. I'm pretty sure I can't because there's a lot of dynamite. But I just want to see what's left. I don't even now I know what the explosion sort of looks like. I want to see what's left. But I know it's just going to put me back to a previous save. Yep, same spot. You motherfucker. Well, I'm invincible. So what if I just go down one of these holes? Set this shit off. And not look at anything. How about that? We'll just record. Oh, Lord. Oh, we might make it. We did. I'm so excited. I want to see. Holy shit. I want to see. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's. What is happening? I'm falling. Okay, hold on. Let me get back up top. This is fucking bananas. Wait. So did I blast through all this shit or not? I don't... Oh, here we go. Things are rendering back in. Okay. So... Oh, it didn't complete. Or is the game just having a hard time rendering what I've done? I don't understand what's happening right now. I think I broke it. All of the dynamite is gone out of the tunnel. I think this is what it's supposed to have looked like had it actually blown up. No, go. Don't render back in. Oh, lame sauce. Yeah, it detonated all the dynamite, but I don't know that it could calculate. Yeah, look at that. None of the ground is detonated. It just... I don't know. That's odd. Too much destruction for the engine to handle, maybe? Well... Yeah, I'm back up top.
Same.
Well, we could start out by blowing up a mountain. Maybe that's a first step.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Find a big mountain.
Oh, you went up.
Yeah, okay. I see a big mountain. It's to the left of the sun.
Okay.
That's fucking hilarious. It's just shitting out hydrogen containers. Yep, you're doing fine. They're just cruising right by me. Starting to lag a little bit.
No, I would think so. I will stop with the hydrogen. I think we got enough hydrogen.
You guys gonna blow up a planet or create a star?
Yes. I'd say set it off.
Ready?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Did blow up essentially the mountain.
You did. There's a fucking huge crater. Oh, we gotta do more of that.
So now we just do it with this one.
Oops. Whoopsie.
Maybe it was lit? It was lit that time. Oh, Jesus.
There's pieces flying everywhere.
Well, it busted into a cavern below.
Oh, wow. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, this... Yeah, I think... It went even further down, too, and then there's just fucking laterite just here.
Oh, wow. That's a fucking huge crater. Look up. That's even more impressive. Oh, that's awesome. We've discovered the best way to mine resources now, is just to blast everything away and leave the fucking...
Well, I think the ones in the air you can't get. I think they're ruined, essentially.
Well, they might be.
Because there's that whole vein of sphalerite, but you can't mine it.
Oh yeah, look at that. I wonder if you spewed out from a dirt canister onto it, if it would let you pick it up then. I have a feeling as those things detonate, they push some of them away from each other, and that's how we ended up with two craters. It blew a big hole and then it blasted another one. Wow, that's a fucking huge crater, dude. I think we could blow up Desolo.
You want to go?
Yes, I do.
Where is your base?
I have no idea. At
I guess
this
it doesn't
point.
matter. We don't need a base.
No, we can just spawn in a rocket.
What you gonna name that big crater?
I'm gonna name it after my ex. No, just kidding.
You think you're gonna shit yourself and not gonna watch, you stinky bastard?
There's so much dynamite going down into this fucking hole in the ground.
I'm making sure it links on my side anyways. So I went down the hole and see where it's pooling up, and I'm making sure there's interspaced pieces of dynamite that should set each other off.
Yeah, and the whole time I've been flying around down in here, I've been leaving a trail. Like, I've just been continuously dropping dynamite, so wherever I go, it should be self-detonation, you know?
Set.
Holy shit.
The entire inside of the planet just shot out fucking shit.
Yeah, we didn't crack the surface at all, but we blew the shit out of the inside.
Oh wow! Holy shit!
Oh. Alright, so we underestimated how much explosives we used. I feel like we could do
didn't really blow any big craters anywhere.
But the
It
inside...
was all subsurface.
Yeah, everything... I think it fell as it detonated.
Shit! Come here. Did you see this thing?
Well, let's see, where are you?
See
You're
me on the
way over here.
surface?
No.
The Apollo lander.
What the fuck? Is it functional? Oh, take photo. Apollo lunar module. The Eagle has landed. Check that shit out. Well, I'm taking a picture of my own ass, it looks like.
Yeah, flight controller is about 15 seconds to CSM ACK.
That's cool. Oh, it is a fancy research item. No, not really. It looked fancy.
You know what I think we should do?
Mm.
I think we should put this lunar orbiter back into orbit.
Can you?
If I dig a hole under it and put enough dynamite in, yes.
Blow it up.
Columbia,
Alright, hold on.
we're standing by.
Alright, are you ready?
Go.
Here goes. Wow. That was a fucking...
Big asshole.
It's floating in midair.
Yep.
Oh shit.
There you go. As soon as I put some dirt near it.
It fell off.
Yep.
Well, the Eagle has landed in the bottom of the crater.
I wonder now. We'll try this real quick. Yep.
That's exactly what I was doing, dude.
About 15 seconds to CSM ACK.
Up you should do it.
Yeah, let's see if we can get it all the way down to the fucking... blast it to the core of the planet. Oh no.
Where'd it go?
We killed it.
Blew it up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, Paul Whites. The Eagle has seen better days.
Yeah. I guess you shouldn't use explosive on something that's made out of tinfoil, essentially.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
I still feel like greater things can be done.
Oh,
And-
probably.
and shall be.